Hello guys, today we are going to talk about strings in Java. Strings in general is a character sequence. In Java also it's the same but is considered as an object. The string class is defined under java.lang package. In this tutorial we are going to learn the various ways to create a string and how to compare the string objects. So now let's quickly move to the Eclipse to understand the concept with live examples. Here we go. So I have a class named string creation. Inside this I have a main method. So mainly there are two ways to create a string in Java. Let's have a look at them one by one. So now let's focus on line number 8. So in this line I'm creating a string using literal string. Okay, so the syntax is string name equal to the value with which you want to initialize the string. So as in I'm initializing it with Java world. Okay, so what happens in the background? So whenever we try and create a string using string literal, the JVM searches in the string constant pool. If there is already a reference which is holding the value, if it finds such value, what it's gonna do, it's not gonna create a new string reference. Instead, it will point to the older one which is already having this value. In case it doesn't find any matching value, it's gonna create a new reference. It's gonna create a new object and return the reference. Okay, so this was the first way. Now let's focus on line number 7. So this is the other way to create a string. In this way we make use of new keyword. The syntax is string name equal to new string, and in the parenthesis the value with which you wanna initialize the string. Okay, so it's similar to the way we create an object of any class. The difference is whenever we create a string using new keyword, it will create a new object every time. Okay, so now to understand this concept better, let's try and compare these strings and see. So I've created 5 strings with different values and different ways. So there are 4 ways to compare strings in Java. Let's take a look at them one by one. So first way is to use equals method. Okay, so what equals method does, it compares the values of the string and it is case sensitive. So in these lines I'm gonna compare string 1 with string 2. Since both of these are having the same value, capital Java world, it's gonna return as true. Okay, line number 16, I'm comparing string 2 with string 3. It's gonna return false because string 2 is having capital and string 3 is having small characters, and it is case sensitive, so it's gonna return false. Similarly, string 1 and string 3 also will return false. Now the other way to compare string is using equals ignore case. So as the name itself suggested, it's not case sensitive. So for all these 3 statements, it's gonna return true when we compare it using equal ignore case. Now the third way is to use double equals operator. Okay, so it works in a different way. It compares the references and not the value. Okay, so if I'm gonna compare string 1 and string 2, though the content is same, but since the references are different, as we are using new keyword to create the string one, so it will return as false. Now I'm gonna compare string 2 and 3. Again, since they are entirely a different object, string 2 and string 3, because they are not same in the string constant pool, it's gonna return false. And I'm going to compare string 3 and 4, it will return true because both of them will point to a same value in string constant pool. Okay. Similarly, for string 2 and string 5, it will return as true. String 2 and string 5. Okay. Now let's have a look at the last way to compare. It, it's in this method we make use of method compareto. So what it does, it compares the strings lexicographically. Okay, so what it means. So when string 1 is equal to string 2, it will return 0. When string 1 is greater than string 2, it will return us a negative value. Okay, when string 1 is less than string 2, it will return a positive value. So this is another way to compare the strings. Okay, so it compares lexicographically. So now let's try and run the program and verify the outputs. Okay, so we can see true, false, true, true, false, true. Okay, then true, true, true is correct. Then false, false, true, true is also correct. Then 0, minus value and plus value. 0, negative value and plus value. Okay, so it seems to be working fine. Okay guys, so that's all for now. Please like my video if it helps. Please subscribe and keep watching.